So I get what Martell was going for. I do. And I think that, I don't know, when Martell popped on my screen with that bath rug across his shoulder, I don't know why I hollered. Like, I just started laughing. Because I was like, girl, where is she going? Like, girl, where is you going? Like, but I get it. Like, I can appreciate Martell, you know, and what he tries to give. Martell, you know, Martell don't never look a mess. Sometimes his clothes is a little too tight, even for me. And I like me a fitted pant, okay? But even sometimes Martell clothes be too tight. I be like, girl, where you going? But I can appreciate someone who takes a fashion chance. You know, I think I just wasn't expecting to see that on my TV screen. So when Martell looked like he stepped out of Coming to America Part 1 and Part 2, girl, I said, girl, she's your queen to be. Girl, where? Girl, and I was just trying to figure out what was the weather like. Because I feel like for some reason it was probably hot outside, and I didn't see not now person with a coat or a faux fur or anything that made me believe that it was even remotely cool. A breeze had even passed through Atlanta, right? So I was trying to figure out, girl, what month was this? Of course, the season. Girl, what made him put that over his shoulder? I get it. I do think that in another situation, probably it could have been fly. Like I said, I can appreciate Martell and him stepping out and trying to do something different and give the girls a little bit of fashion. I love it. I love it. I just was just a little just taken aback when I saw him pop on my screen. He had that, girl. He had that animal. Girl, that wouldn't even that he probably got that from TJ Maxx for about $29.99. Okay. Um, but shout out to Martell. Shout out to Martell for giving the girls a little bit of Martell. So I'm giving the girls fashion tonight. I'm giving the girls winter fashion. I'm giving the girls an all white, nasty bust down suit with an all white shoe, and I'm gonna give these girls a little faux fur over the shoulder. Yes, girl. Martell said I'm busting through. Girl, okay. Anyway, shout out to Martell. When I say when Martell popped on my screen, when I say I hollered, girl, when I say all I could do was look at my screen. Girl, where is she going? Girl, look at her. Thinking she fly. Girl, I love it. Anyways, Martell is a drunk mess. Martell is drunk, and he gets up and gives a speech. I don't want to. I'm not putting the blame on Mel. But if Mel is supposed to be his manager, I just want to know why did they think that it was a good idea for Martell to get up there after he was drunk to give a speech? Clearly, he already said that he's not a public speaker, right? And then when you add the fact in that I don't think that he's like a heavy drinker, so he can get drunk just like that, right? I knew that speech was about to go left when they start playing that music in the background. I call it like the dumb comedy music. You know what I'm talking about? When they started playing that music in the background, I said, okay, this speech is about to be a mess. He calls his homeboys up there, which I thought was strange. Because if you're coming out with this wine and you have named the wine after your grandmother, why are you calling Marceau, Maurice, Louis, and Chris up there? I'm confusion. Why? He mentions nothing about the grandmother. He starts to say that we need our own You know, shit. We need our own ish. We need to, we need to. It's just the speech was a mess. And girl, when they played that montage of Melody Hope, girl, y'all know Melody get on my nerves. But girl, I have to get a girl her props. It is absolutely sad. But what it is Martell just knew. Martell just knew Melody wasn't going anywhere. It's just sad that girl Melody really was. As much as Melody gets on my nerves, and as much as I do think that her and Martell have a lot of similar ways, it just goes to show that without Melody, Martell wouldn't have been. Girl, Martell, you really let all of that go, brains and beauty, over a little bit of pussy. Girl, you really let Melody slide through the crack, girl, over Ariane, who's a pretty girl but a mess, and probably can't off probably ain't not probably in his I don't know, girl, probably not even on the same level as Melody. Girl, all you saw was Melody just getting up accepting awards, giving speeches, and here you go. You can't even give a 2-minute speech. Drunk. A mess. Martell, you really fucked your life up. You really did. You really messed your life up. The Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam, I hate to be this person, girl, but Uncle Sam looked like he don't play. Uncle Sam looked like back in the day, he probably broke a couple of necks. And he hit a couple of bodies. Uncle Sam looked like he hit a couple of bodies, honey. Uncle Sam looked like he made a couple of people's social security numbers disappear. Okay? So I wouldn't play with Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam felt some type of way because Martell did not basically he felt like Martell low-key disrespected his mother, Martell's grandmother, which is Uncle Sam's mother. I can get with it. Because, yeah, you named this wine after her, but how can you get up there and after you named this wine after your grandmother, and not even mention her, but you bring your homeboys up there? It don't even make sense. It does not make sense. It just goes to show that Martell really didn't do shit in that relationship, in that marriage with Melody, except never mind. He didn't do shit in that relationship. You can't even get your grown. I understand everybody does not do well with speeches. Everybody does not do well speaking in front of people. I completely understand it. But I'm sorry, it just goes to show that Martell didn't contribute nothing to that relationship but dick and heartbreak. So they go outside. Girl, here go Martell. Girl, getting all up in Uncle Sam's ear. We on national TV. Do not do that. Girl, when I tell you. When he said we're on national TV, do not do that. When I tell you I hollered. Girl, he says don't ever do that on national TV. Girl. I said it's so, girl, like the jokes write themselves. Martell, you called your whole wife a hoe on TV. As much embarrassment as you've caused your ex-wife, now you got the nerve to open up your dusty, crusty, raggedy ass mouth and tell somebody, girl, don't do that on TV? Where's the respect? These niggas act this way because quiet as it's kept. Y'all be low-key, y'all let these, not y'all let, but I feel like y'all don't call these niggas out enough. Like, Martell got some fucking nerve. Like for Martell to even sit here and say the shit that he was saying to his uncle, don't say that on national TV. We're on TV. Where's the respect, girl? One of the most disrespectful people that is probably on TV. Martell could never talk about respect when you disrespected the mother of your 4 children. I'm sorry, I'm always gonna bring that up. Um. Anyways, girl. So Chris, Maurice, Marceau, they get together, and Chris was telling them, I guess, how the uncle was upset. Um, I think Lewis was basically trying to say, I mean, in a way, I felt like Lewis was trying to say, you know what I mean, damn, he named the wine after the grandmother. What else do you want? That's how I took it. I could have taken it wrong, of course. Um, but again, I'm sorry. I just think it's weird that yeah, you name the wine after your grandmother, but then you get your black ass up there. And he said that he's not good at giving speeches, and like you don't even mention your grandmother, like at all, girl. But you want your homeboys to stand up there beside you, girl. Girl, I almost said something. Um, Tiffany and Lewis. I be girl. I don't have a problem with Tiffany and Lewis, but I just don't be really paying attention to them when you're on my screen. Girl, but one thing I did pay attention to is, girl, I want to know what they got going on in that house where all I kept seeing behind them was a basket full of stuffed animals. Y'all didn't see that basket full of stuffed animals? I know y'all had to see that back. That's the only thing I was like, girl, why? Girl, are they running a daycare? Girl, like, why do you have a basket full of stuffed animals right behind you, ma'am? Anyways, they started talking about sex. I don't know. Girl, I was in and out of it, girl. I did kind of giggle when I heard her say, so all y'all all y'all are married. Girl. He basically was saying that Martell threw a focus group with ladies and gentlemen. And Tiffany was like on a guy's trip. There were ladies on a guy's trip. Girl. She starts to talk about wifely duties. And then it was weird the way they ended the scene. I remember that. Lewis was basically saying something about it's a privilege or something. And then Tiffany said privilege. And then it just went off. Girl, I was like, girl. And it went to commercial break. And then when it came back, I thought they were going to finish the conversation. But they didn't. That was just the end of the conversation. I was like, okay, girl, whatever. Girl, it looked like, girl, one thing about it, two things for sure, honey. The checks is clearing. Because Mama Kimmy, okay, and Mr. Maurice got a brand new kitchen. I think that kitchen is brand new. I do not remember that kitchen from seasons 1, 2, and 3. Okay? I said, girl, first season, girl, Miss Kimmy was riding around her in a Nissan Altima. Girl, I don't know if that's really what she was driving around in, but that's just what I want to tell myself. And girl, now she got a Range Rover. Girl, I look up, honey, you got new appliances. I said, it's a stainless steel for me. Stainless steel, new cabinetry. Girl, a little bar. I said, come on, Marble. Girl. I said, all right. Girl, as far as Ariane concerned, she said Oprah. Girl, so I'm gonna say Oprah. You know, Ariane said, girl, Ariane felt like Oprah had did something to her. Girl, so the checks from Oprah, even though Oprah really don't own TV from what I understand anymore, but the checks from OWN, honey, girl, they clearing. I said, they must have got it, girl. It's the multiple streams of income for me. Girl, the girls get some money. That's how you do it, honey. Fix your kitchen up. That's how I know that's right. Kimmy and Maurice basically talk about the trip. It's nothing there. He says that they went to a popular strip club with good wings. I did hear the stripper clubs be having some good wings. They say Onyx here in Houston, Texas. They say Onyx got good wings. Is Onyx still open or whenever? If I don't know if it's still open or not, but I remember them saying Onyx had good. No, it wasn't Onyx. It was Dream. I think it was Dream. I think that was the club over there off of Westheimer. What's on Westheimer and Richmond? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The people in Houston know. So I heard the strip clubs do be having good wings. Did y'all see Tisha with her shirt on that said "I am enough"? Girl, I said first it was Team Wife, now it's "I'm enough." Girl, Tisha, girl, burn those shirts. Let's get into Tisha and Marceau. So they're talking. Marceau made a comment. And at this point, I'm just like, it is what it is, girl. Marceau basically said, I hear people say I can't believe he gave up all of that for sex. Is sex that important? Yes. Next question. I don't understand how y'all pussies get wet for these niggas. I really honestly don't. This nigga just sat here and told his wife. I don't know if he was talking about Martell. I don't know if he was just making a general statement, right? Just saying that, when a man or I guess a woman cheats, but I'm thinking he's probably talking about a man. Like you gave up all of that for some sex. Yes, I did. All of that. Nigga, you destroyed your marriage. You destroyed your family. You now have your kids in a position where they have to travel back and forth to separate homes over some pussy. And you just think it's that simple to sit your black ass in the bed. I'm not saying Marceau has done. I'm talking about just. He might be talking about Martell or just another nigga in general. And you have the nerve to sit your ass in the bed and tell your wife that yes, sex is important, and yes, I basically gave up all of that or risked what I had going on at home for some pussy. It was that important to you. Girl, I don't know how y'all lay up beside these niggas. I honestly don't. If sex is important to me and not you, I shouldn't care if you outsource it. When Marceau speaks, I think that Marceau is speaking for men. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's saying like if you came to me, if my sex drive goes down or if I'm not giving you sex, it's okay for you to go out there and get dicked down by another nigga. I don't think that he's speaking. I think he's just speaking from like a man's point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wasn't giving Tisha sex, are you telling me that if Tisha went down there and got with some girl, big dick nigga, and got dick down, you would be okay with it? No, you probably wouldn't. Um, One thing I realized is that Marceau, he does this a lot to Tisha. Whenever Tisha is about to make a point, or if Tisha is about to say something that may, go, I guess go against what he says. Have y'all noticed that Marceau starts to cut her off like Tisha, 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 Tisha? Have y'all noticed that? So basically, Tisha is basically telling Marceau, like women don't like. I'm not about to be your mattress. Again, I think they're talking in general, not necessarily. This conversation has to do with them, but I think that it's problematic that Marceau is saying the things that he's saying to his wife, right? Tisha is saying that, I'm not a mattress and a mule, basically. You come home and think I'm supposed to be on my knees. That's what I got from what Tisha was saying. It's about intimacy, rubbing my body, my feet. You need to tell your friends that. He tells Tisha, I'm not telling my friends that. I think Marceau has this thing of kind of like, if you're not a woman who has a career and a family, then you kind of have no excuse for not pleasuring your man. If your only responsibility is to take care of the home and take care of the kids, then there's no reason for you not to be fucking your husband, right? I think that's bullshit. One thing about it, two things for sure. I ain't no mama. I ain't no daddy, okay? But one thing I have realized, kids are a fucking lot, okay? My sister is a stay-at-home mom. I have been at my sister's house, and girl, I've seen her, mop. Girl, probably within 5 hours. I've seen her mop, girl, 3 and 4 times. Girl, vacuum, girl, 4 or 5 times. Girl. Right? So it's like, I'm sitting here, and then like, especially like when Bailey was very, very clingy to my sister. Like she wouldn't go to anybody but my sister. So, and it's like, girl, I'm trying to help, and my sister is trying to do what she's trying to do, but it's like, just give it to me because she getting on my nerve. She crying, just give it to me. And so she'll go to my sister. I have literally sat there like, girl, just give it to me. My sister's trying to eat, and Bailey is hollering and screaming, and my sister's like, just give it to me. I have literally seen my sister eat and hold Bailey at the same time. Girl. Like, I have literally seen my sister eat and breastfeed Bailey at the same time. So I don't think that it's as easy as Marceau is trying to make it seem like, oh, all you got to do is clean up the house. And, girl, because by the time you even got to another part of the house, you didn't have to stop what you're doing 5 times to go mop up the same spot because somebody done wasted something. Right? No. And y'all know, like I said, I'm not no mom, I'm not no daddy, but people with kids, y'all know what I'm saying is pretty much the truth. Like, it's not, it sounds easy, like all you gotta do is just take care of the kids and clean the house. Girl, that's a lot of work. Girl, I don't even understand how people, girl, this is just, girl, sister included. I don't even know how she stays at home with those, like my other 2 nieces are in school now. Now it's just, the last one is Bailey. But I don't know how because I would die. I would have a fit if I had to be at home with kids all day. Girl, that shit will fuck up your mental. Because even the times I've been over there, right? I'd be like, ooh, girl. Girl, I don't know. Ooh. Ooh! Girl, I don't know how y'all do. And then you can't leave because you feel bad, right? Especially when the kids cutting up and acting a fool. So you got to stay, right? Until at least it calmed down. At least until they go to sleep. Okay, girl. You got 2 of them down. Okay, girl, I'm about to go, girl. It's a mess. Anyways, girl, I just went off into a whole rant, girl. Tisha goes to see Dr. Francis. Let me tell y'all whole something. It ain't a bitch out there who can say nothing bad about Dr. Francis. Dr. Francis is on my list. You know I got a list, okay? Barack, Papoose, Prince Harry, girl, Barack. Girl, did I say Barack? I'm sorry. Barack, Papoose, Prince Harry, Russell Simmons, and Dr. Francis. Y'all can't say shit about Dr. Francis to me. So Tisha goes to see Dr. Francis. Can I say something? No, for real, can I say something? I think that it is absolutely sad that you have this woman, Tisha, putting in the work to become a better person, a better version of herself, to become a better mother, a better wife, a better friend, a better sister, just a better person. She's going to therapy. She's putting in the work. But then you have a spouse who pretty much think that I'm good. So it's almost like, what's the fucking point? Like, what's the point of me putting in the work to make sure that I become a better me? But then I come home to a nigga who thinks that he's good to go and ain't shit wrong. Does that make sense? I just don't get, like, I'm looking at Tisha in this therapy session with Dr. Francis, having the conversation, right? Having these, basically trying to, again, not to keep repeating myself, to just become a better her. But then after you leave, you're putting in this work, but then your husband is not. So at some point, you gonna have, not you gonna have to, but at some point That's how I think people sometimes outgrow each other. Like, bitch, I've outgrown you. I've went to, seek help and put in the time and effort. And you just kind of like, oh, I'm good. And I'm like, you're not. But you think you are, but you're not. And I'm not either. That's why I'm trying to do the work. She says that Marceau is getting behind her to help her reach her goals. He, one of the homework assignments that he gave her was like, who is Tisha? And she said, a child of God, a wife, a mom, a daughter, a sister. But when it got down to like her basically really, trying to figure out who she was, that's where she had a problem at. She tells Dr. Francis that Marceau went to Africa. How come he didn't take you? I have 3 kids. They're in school. I had a lot to set up, babysitters. I put y'all really be married single mamas. I have 3 kids. No, y'all have 3 kids. I had to make sure, they're in school, they're this, they're that, they're this. I had to do this, I had to do this, I had to do that. Girl. I remember one time I saw a TikTok, and it was a TikTok of a woman and her husband, and I guess it was supposed to be a joke, right? So basically, they were getting up in the morning, and the wife was basically taking care. They had 2 kids, and she was like brushing their hair, combing their hair, making sure they got ready for school. The husband just walking around the house doing his own thing, right? He go get in the car. He's basically telling them to hurry up. Now, mind you, the mama is still in the house trying to get the kids together for school. I saw so many women in the comment section basically like, ooh, girl, that's how it is. Girl, that's how it be. Girl, my household the same way. And I'm like, girl, that's not cute. How are y'all in a relationship? Girl, just a relationship, period. It ain't even got to be marriage. How are you in a relationship, girl? And y'all are really in the comment section acting like, girl, this is just okay. Girl, how you got a whole ass partner in your home and you're pretty much doing everything by yourself when it pertains to the kids? Girl, what? He says that a last minute person doesn't mean last minute thinking. Girl, ain't nobody. Let me tell you something, bitch. Okay, anybody out there thinking that you can plan a last minute trip to Africa is a goddamn lie, girl. It ain't, girl. It ain't like you going to Atlanta, where it's an hour and a half away. Girl, it ain't like you even going to Miami. Okay, pussy popping with your man in Miami. It's not like you even, girl. You going to Africa, girl. That been in your head. And you told Tisha at the last minute. Because you knew Tisha wasn't going to do shit about it. And she was just going to deal with it. Dr. Francis says it's a dependency issue. I know I can just drop something into this relationship and Tisha, she just going to deal with it. It frees him of his responsibility because he knows you're going to do it. So I'm going to Africa. And I know she's going to take care of these kids. So I'm gone. Bye. She says only time will tell. Dr. Francis said, did you just say that? I live for Dr. Francis. I'm sorry. I live for Dr. Francis. Can't nobody say nothing bad about Dr. Francis to me. At this point, baby, I damn near think Dr. Francis walk on water. Okay, I'm taking it a little too far. But girl, y'all get what I'm trying to say. That's how much I respect Dr. Francis. And he tells her, you sitting here basically saying only time will tell, like you have all the time in the world, basically. The time is unknown. You don't know, so you're going to sit here and wait for this man to give you what you want or need? No. Girl, I live. Ooh. She says, I hate confrontation. You a goddamn lie, Tisha. You do not dislike confrontation. You might not like confronting your husband. That's why you use your mammy to do your work when it comes to Marceau. But you don't have a problem with confrontation, mama. Okay? He suggests a couples retreat. Martell is at his mother's house, Miss Marlene. I don't know if Martell is lying or not. He told his mama that he called his uncle like 100 times. But in the confessional, I was confused. Maybe he not lying. But in the confessional, he says, I'm apolo- I am apologetic. I'm apologetic I didn't call him up. So you're saying in the and I know sometimes the confessionals, but no, the confessionals are shot after the scenes, right? So he had to have lied. Because if he told his mom, I called him up 100 times, but then he shot the confessional, and again, I think the confessionals are usually shot after the scene. You're saying that in your confessional, I'm apologetic, I didn't call him up, but you just told your mom to her face, you called your uncle 100 times. Girl, these niggas. Am I out? I'm gonna let it go. Mel and Kimmy go out. When Maurice says he's going out of town with Martell, do you don't feel any way up? Like, do you feel a way about it? That's what Melody is saying to Kimmy. She says, I trust my husband. I'm sure you do, Kimmy girl. You know Kimmy is my girl. You know, that's my girl, and I'm gonna stick beside her. But the truth of the matter is, Mama, you got some explaining to do. Okay? Because the people say your ass been out here lying and moving the goalposts. Well, I think I said you moved the goalposts. But the people say your ass is out here lying. I don't know, Shannon. You say your ass is out here lying, girl, trying to cover up that your husband might be an ain't shit nigga too. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the people say. The people say that you basically, girl, lying, and that you and that man was living together in that house at the time that he went to Atlanta, and then you got your black ass on TV trying to act like, oh, because y'all ain't married, y'all wasn't married at the time, that it's not really considered cheating. Y'all know the shit that Kimmy done said. She says, I trust my husband. Kimmy says that Mel thinks everyone is cheating. I have said that before, and I still stand by it. I think that ever since, don't get it twisted, do I think these niggas be cheating? Yes. But what I'm saying is, girl, I guess it don't matter. But what I'm saying is, girl, ever since Melody found out Martell ain't shit, girl, she done tried to set everybody else house on fire. Now, since Melody found out that Martell, was an ain't shit nigga, now it's, girl, you trust your husband, your man cheating too, my man cheated on me, so girl, that's how I think it comes across for Melody. Like, since her man cheated on her, then girl, if my man cheated on me, then girl, I know your man is cheating on you. That's how it comes across to me. Anyways, she's telling Melody. I feel like Melody already knew what was going on. Who was the event planner, girl? She already knew who the event planner was, girl. So Kimmy tells her Melanika, whatever her name, Mel, basically. And did y'all see, girl? Now this is what I want to know. Melody Face said it all. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch when Kimmy told her that Martell had named the wine after his grandmother. Look how her face changed. Go look. I want to know the relationship between Martell and his grandmother. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I felt like Melody's face was giving like, girl. Anyways, she says, basically, long story short, Mel was her wedding planner, I believe. And like a week or two before the wedding, I think she quit. There was a three-way phone call between Mel, Martell, and then Melnika. And she was basically saying that Martell was cheating on Mel with her friend or assistant, and Melody didn't believe it. And that was pretty much what she said. And then next week, girl, is a sit down between Melody and Martell. Girl. I'm gonna save next week for next week. When I say I hollered at that stunt Martell pulled, Martell said, I'm gonna pull it. Martell said, I'm gonna go ahead. Martell really said, girl, you know what? I'm gonna get her back since she didn't wanna since she didn't want to, cooperate when it came to me in the book, I'm gonna bring the kids to her stuff. Girl, you know what Martell is doing. I mean, girl, I got some more to say too, but I'm gonna say that for next week. Martell really bothered. Girl, this is the first time that Melody really sat down with Martell this whole season. I'm gonna wait till next week because I think I'm gonna have to get into Martell ass. Melody don't owe you shit. I'm sorry. Now that I already start talking about next week, like I know what's going on. I feel like Martell feels as though him and Melody should have some type of relationship. And I know some of y'all gonna get in here and talk about, oh girl, co-parents have to do what they gotta do. Girl, fuck that. You're not gonna disrespect me the way that you disrespected me and then think that I'm gonna have some type of relationship with you. When you coming to get the kids and when you bringing them back, that's it. Maybe if you start to talk, now, like I said, I don't even know what's gonna happen next week, but I feel like that's where it's gonna go with Martell. I feel it in my soul. Melody don't owe you a goddamn thing, nothing. And if I was her, I'd be giving your ass dust too. Don't say shit to me if it ain't got nothing to do with these kids. Anyways, but we'll wait till next week because I might be going off for no reason. If I am, I apologize in advance. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.